So it's Saturday morning, and I'm just sitting at my laptop, and I'm trying to get work done. But I just feel like I have, like, no direction. Right? I'm frustrated, self-doubt, trying to start a coaching business, and I just resort to scrolling. I just resort to looking for content ideas by scrolling, but I'm just wasting time. Why are you wasting God's creation? God created you to be the best version of yourself, to live an abundant, prosperous life that you want to live with no fear. He created you to live freely, to completely take God's essence He put inside of you. He made you in the image of God. To take that and to change the world, to positively influence the whole entire planet. Why are you wasting God's creation? Why are you settling for less than what God created you for? Why aren't you doing that thing you want to do? Why aren't you starting that business? Why aren't you talking to that girl? Why don't you have the most beautiful girl in the world at your side? It's because you're settling, right? And it's like you can get to a certain point where you have a good life, but you could be better. But it's like it's gonna take work. You're gonna be uncomfortable. Why do all that work? Like, why are you wasting God's creation now? We were made to completely just, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, just live it out. God's essence is inside of us. And we were made to just constantly be taking action, evolving, and just changing our lives for the better every second of every day. But there's so many people out there today that just sit on their phone and do nothing. And they scroll. And they go to their 9-to-5 that they hate. And then they get home and they order food, they yell, they get in an argument with their significant other, and then go to bed and watch TV, falling asleep on the chair or the couch and repeat. And that's not what God intended for your life. God never intended you to be upset or sad or frustrated or hating your life. He did not make that life for you. You made that life for you. You made that life for you because you have that voice in your head telling you you're meant for more, telling you to do this, telling you go after that, pursue this. But you don't listen to it. You brush it off to the side. You ignore it. And that's your higher self talking to you. That's your higher self telling you, get off your fucking ass and make something of yourself. Do something with your life. But it's so easy to put that off and just get distracted. Oh yeah, like I want to do that, but I got this. When I have this, I'll have that. There is no such thing as a future or a past. The only thing that exists is right now, the present moment. That is the only thing that exists. And we create our future every day by the decisions we make. And so if every day you're making the decision to not adhere to your higher self, and you'll fall back onto the smaller self, which is basically your ego, you make your smaller self stronger. You make your smaller self bigger. And the more you listen to your smaller self over your higher self, the harder and harder it gets to pursue that higher version of you. And it's so easy to shut that voice up in your head. It's so easy to... Everyone has that drive. I refuse to believe that not every single person on this planet has that voice in their head telling them they're meant for more, telling them they should be doing more, telling them they could be in a better position, but they just kind of brush it off to the side. Because either life is just good enough that it's not too uncomfortable, or they're just afraid of the work, they're afraid of success, they're afraid of failure. There is no such thing. There is no such thing as anything. We have one life. We're here for one life. Why would you not want to make it the best life possible? I don't understand that. Why would you not want to make this life that you're living right now, which is the only life to our knowledge that we're going to be living, why would you not want to make this life the best it possibly could be? And the best it possibly could be is not you doing anything that you don't want to do. Like work a 9 to 5, like be in college, like have settle for a girl that you don't actually love, but it's like, oh, I'm getting older, I'm getting desperate, like I kind of need to marry her or I'm screwed. You were not meant for that. You were meant to live the best life possible because you only have one. God bless you with the life, 1 in like 800 trillion chance you were going to be born, and you were, and that's a miracle in itself. And you don't think that you achieving your goals could be a way less of a miracle? Because there's nothing crazier that can happen in your life besides you being born. You being born is the absolute craziest miracle of all time. But you have these limiting self-doubts in your head saying that other things are impossible. Things that you want to do, oh, that guy has it, but it couldn't be me. This, that. I'm not confident like that. I don't have the personable skills, the social skills like that. I don't have this, I don't have that. That's just your smaller self talking. That's not your higher self. Your higher self is God. God made you in the image of Him. With all things, with God, all things are possible. That means any life you want to live is possible. But you're settling for less. You have one life. Why would you not want to live it to the fullest? It makes no sense. Because, obviously, I'm 27. I don't know this yet. But I'm assuming that 98% of people who live a lifetime, and then they get on their deathbed, what's the main thing they say? Pursue the life you want. Have no regrets. Talk to that girl, get that job, start that business. Move to that place, that location you want to move to. Because once on your deathbed, that's it. That's it. There's no going back. And it's easy to especially if you're young, like in your 20s like me, I have time. What does every person over the age of 40 or 50 say? Time flies. You think they weren't saying the same exact thing? All of a sudden, they wake up, they're 55 years old, they're 250 pounds, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, working a job they hate, stressed out of their mind, can barely afford their bills. It happens overnight. So it's either you make the decision right now to live the life that God intended you to live and actually light a fire under your ass and create some urgency so that you actually start taking action and start doing the things instead of sitting down and wanting to do work or tricking yourself, rationalizing that you're doing work, but really you're just looking at this, you're watching a YouTube video, you're scrolling, and then you're doing whatever. You have to make the decision to live your best life, and you have to do it right now. Because if you don't do it right now, and you continuously make it a habit to put your higher self off, to stop listening to it, the smaller self gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and the longer that goes, the harder it is that one day you actually oh shit, I hate my life. But by that point, your small self is so strong, it's so hard to break that and go with your higher self. Your higher self has been talking to you forever. Forever your higher self has been in your head telling you you're better than this. You can be better. You can be more. God intended you to have more. But you keep putting it off. You kept putting it off until it just gets so quiet, so small in your head that you don't even barely hear anymore. That's what they say. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Because they're so stuck in their ways. Their small self is so big that they can't do shit about it. I'm really venting at myself right now because I'm being an absolute bitch. I've been an absolute bitch lately. And I know I could be better. I want to be better. I And I've come so far, but I have so far to go. And it's like every step takes more and more out of you. It's more of a bigger and bigger challenge. But that's the whole point of life. Because if you're not getting better, if you're not solving problems in your life, if you're not challenging yourself, you're staying the same. And there's no such thing as coasting. You're either getting better or you're slowly declining. Don't waste God's creation. God created you to be the best version of yourself and to live your life fully and freely and to do whatever you want, whenever you want, with who you want to do it with. Live that life. Have that motto. Quit your job right now. Pursue that career. Pursue the business. Pursue whatever you want to do in life because you only have one. There is no point. There is no guaranteed second life on this earth. Live the life you want to live. Don't settle. Don't rationalize. Don't get stuck in your head. Reality check. Accountability. Discipline. Don't waste God's creation.